Hello everybody and welcome back to Open Source Tonight. Folks, today what I wanted to talk to you about is FreeBSD. Now, I actually did a video on FreeBSD several years ago. Full disclosure, I haven't actually used FreeBSD in a long time. But I was talking to a friend recently about the matter and I decided to do a video on it. So, why don't I use FreeBSD? I actually like FreeBSD, but due to a variety of factors, I can't really easily use it. So I know there is a way to, for example, to emulate Linux apps on it, but I never get that to work. But FreeBSD for a basic system, or if you can get everything working on it the way you want, it could be really great. The problem I have is that there's applications I need to work with, like DaVinci Resolve, that do not work on FreeBSD, at least as far as I can tell anyway. And so for me, I don't really plan on using FreeBSD as my daily operating system anytime soon. But I have to say it does seem to be stable, reliable, seems to get updates, you know, all that stuff in the past when I've looked into it. It's been a while. So I did do a video on BSD a couple years ago. And I think I have played with it slightly since then, but it's been it's still been pretty far in the past. So, you know, the question I guess comes up is, well, FreeBSD is open source. Linux is open source. Yes, you have a difference in license. You have the BSD license. You have the GPL v2. They're both open source licenses. So in that sense, the licensing is very similar. But they are definitely different code bases entirely. So FreeBSD comes from the Berkeley software distribution, which used to be an actual true real deal Unix, actually based off of, I forget what it was, like AT&T's System 5, I think it was, that was created by Berkeley, a California college, the University of California, UC Berkeley, from what I recall. And so, you know, that's where it comes from. Linux obviously comes from Linus Torvalds. Again, we already know this. Probably everybody in the audience, maybe not everybody, but I knew that, and I assume most of you all knew that. But now you know for sure. Now, the thing about BSD, and specifically FreeBSD, is the fact that it, you know, where it's under the BSD license, the licensing is a little bit different. But for the purpose of the usability, you know, you can get Bash, you can run the GNOME desktop, stuff like that is similar. You know, so in that sense, the systems are very similar. I've ran Nginx on FreeBSD before, stuff like that. I think for a server, FreeBSD can be really good if you just need to run a web server or something like that. So that might be an optional choice for a server operating system for you in the future if you're looking for one of those and you don't want to use Linux for whatever reason. But personally, for me, at this point, I plan on staying with Linux. Now, I do want to know what you all think about FreeBSD. Do you all use FreeBSD? Is it your main operating system? Is it a secondary operating system? Do you use it for your servers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? You know, anyway, the point of the matter is that at this point, I don't plan on using FreeBSD, but let me know what you all think about it. Do you use it for your server operating system, your desktop operating system, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? But anyway, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. It's basically just me saying, you know, I don't use FreeBSD right now. I have played with it a little bit. You know, I mean, you can get like a desktop on it and all those good things, but, you know, just due to software incompatibilities, I can't use it really as my main OS. But yeah, maybe as a server OS in the future. Anyway, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I appreciate you all watching Open Source Tonight. And until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody. And action.